Hey guys, it's Gosha. Today I wanted to talk to you about few rules that we can all apply regardless of the body shape in order to make ourselves look slimmer. That means longer, rather elongate our body as opposed to make ourselves look wider or fuller or whatever other words you want to use basically to make ourselves look, more chubby than we sometimes even are. And I think we all kind of have a day sometimes when we fall for something and we put something on and then just, then you look in the mirror and you realize, oh my God, that makes me look so much bigger than I actually am. And that doesn't make me feel great overall. So there's few rules that they're very simple. And if you remember them, it's so much easier making yourselves look and feel amazing. So starting from the top, and I'm not talking about the face as much because maybe I'll need a makeup artist to help me out here to point out a few makeup rules to you, but I think you know all about the basic contouring and stuff like that if you want to be applying it, but you don't have to. Hopefully your hairstylist is someone that can help you out with knowing what hairstyle is the best for your face shape. But I'm talking about the body today. So in terms of wearing tops, what kind of tops to wear? If there's one simple rule, if you remember, that says that no garment, like no edges of the garments should ever end at the widest part of your body. So starting from the bottom, if your arms are wide, if you have big arms, and let's just say this is the biggest part of your arm and they're not exactly toned and you're not exactly wanting to be exposing them and attracting attention to them, having a short sleeve that will end at the widest part is gonna attract attention to it, so it's gonna make you look bigger. So then I would recommend a longer sleeve. Sometimes you have those tops with up to the elbow sleeve will look much better because usually the elbow is one of the narrower parts of the arm. If that's the case for you, then it's fine. Long arms are always fine. V-neck is the most flattering, most slimming neckline for everyone. Off the shoulders, probably 80% of the time is flattering for everyone in terms of the age, because we age here the last. But if your arms are not again one of your most flattering part or one of the part that you want to be attracting attention to, I would probably think twice before wearing that. And again, these are the things that are so in lately and trendy, and that's why it's great knowing what's best for you in order not to just fall for trends and do whatever else tells you to be doing, because the most important thing to be doing is doing what's right for you. There was a bit of a mambo jumbo, but hopefully you know what I mean. So in terms of the neckline, the round neckline will always add a bit of volume here. So if you are hourglass with quite a small bust, you're probably one of the only body types that can afford to wear a round neckline to kind of add volume here. If you're quite small in the arms, but if you from average to big arms, you don't want to be wearing round necklines and puffy sleeves, because that will just add volume. So V neckline or shirts are great because you can adjust the neckline however you wish, however long, however wide. You can open it wider if you want. You can keep it kind of slimmer, and that will elongate the body. I love all sorts of pendants and these kind of adjustable necklaces, because they will again elongate that body part, attract the attention this way. Another great accessory or a part of the wardrobe to have is vest, and I love vests. You might have seen me wearing vests quite a bit. I have one which is a gray wool, kind of a gray, and I know whenever I'm wearing it that I am actually adding volume to myself, because the best one to have is one in a darker color, so maybe navy or a black or a brown, depending on your skin tone and where your wardrobe is. But wearing, let's just say, lighter color underneath and then black or dark vest, cutting away hopefully that is right for your body shape, will create that illusion of when someone sees you and they see the lighter color inside and the darker on the outside, instantly you will look longer and slimmer. So again, going back to the edges of the garment, when the way they finish is, if you are like me, whenever you gain weight, you gain weight around the stomach. That's why I have to be very careful when I'm wearing shorter tops. And like today I'm wearing this top, which, sorry, there's a bit of a stain, which ends right at the, you know, kind of at my waistline. If I was to wear it this way, it's actually really not ideal for me, because you can see how I don't have a defined waist. So I usually need to be making an illusion of a waist, but this is okay for me because it's just a loose kind of a top, so you won't be able to see the actual shape of my body underneath, and it's loose enough to be creating the illusion. And again, if you could just imagine a waistcoat here, like a vest, that would probably add another part of the illusion and just make it even better. But what I was trying to say, if you wear a top that is that height and you are quite round on the tummy, this will attract the attention right there, not where you want to be wearing. So if you have quite a killer legs, or legs are the part of the body that you want to be attracting attention to, you might as well just wear skinny jeans or leggings, but then wear something like big tops that are over the bum. I don't mean super oversized, because then you might be able, you might end up creating out of balance kind of a overall body picture, if you know what I mean, because you're going to add another volume again to the top part, and your legs will be like skinny sticks. So you have to be careful how you do that, but slightly looser garments are always a good idea. If something is too tight on your body, is never a good idea, because the minute you sit down, everything, you know, is exposed, and I've learned this the hard way as well. So hopefully you won't have to make the same mistakes to believe me in what I'm saying. In terms of the legs, if you you know, you look at your calves and they go kind of like this, and then wearing a maxi dresses are fine because they usually, you know, all the way down, but those midi dresses, if they were to end at the widest part of your leg, again, that's not the best idea. So they either end above that part around the knee length, or below and make it a maxi dress. Hopefully that makes sense. Another thing that a lot of people seem to be aware of is the darker, lighter colors and how you can play with that. Horizontal lines are usually quite tricky. I'm not saying they are a no-no, because they can be a great tool to balance your body. I mean, not many of us are perfectly balanced top, waist up to waist down. So adding the volume where you have less of it as opposed to where you are bigger will balance your body. So that's a couple of the rules that I hope make sense to you today. So summing up again, remember about the necklines, keep it as much as possible simple. If you are into a capsule wardrobe, V neckline, you know, keeping it V neckline with your couple of t-shirts that you have, hopefully good quality t-shirts, couple of shirts will always be very versatile items that you can layer and wear confidently, knowing that they're not damaging anything, and you can feel flattered. And then anything that you add jewelry wise should also be flattering. If you're not into chunky jewelry, because too chunky jewelry can also be adding volume if it's too close to your face, or anywhere that you pop it on, if it's like a brush, or too much of you know, on your arms, if your arms are an area of your concern. Always make sure that you're not attracting attention where you don't want to be attracting attention, simply. So if there's any area of your body that you don't feel so confident about, try to balance it and, you know, draw attention someplace else where you know you feel comfortable and you're happy to be kind of exposing it, if that makes sense. So remember about that, remember about the colors, but don't fall colors just so you end up wearing white and black all the time, because that also needs to work in line with your skin tone, and I always talk about that. If there's something you feel I haven't made clear enough, please pop me a message. If you want me to expand on any area in particular, or any of the body types specifically, I would love to do that too. But for this, I just wanted to be quite general, something that all of you and all of us can use on a daily basis, and hopefully that helps. I hope you're having a great day. I love you, and I'll see you soon. Bye.